Artificer items require attunement.
Even if it's on me?
Doesn't matter. You got to
Especially if
attune.
it's on you.
Okay, no, that's what I just want to make sure so I can tick it on my sheet.
Oh, the
So I will
wonderful.
do that because I mean I only have one attuned item anyway. So, because I have that ebony focus that helps my magic.
If I might interject, welcome to another session of Dawn of the New Era. As you can see, the players are. I did.
No.
But that's neither here nor there because the audience here has gotten a small bit of a glimpse of the background chatter that we have. And thankfully this time, it wasn't a philosophical argument or something like that. Oof. Whew.
I'll aim higher next time.
Right? I'm a little disappointed then. If you're going to aim higher, then I'm disappointed.
I mean, if we want to shock them, I just could come in screaming. That works too.
That would shock me as well. It would.
Mm.
The players have taken the opportunity to go sightseeing, taking a lovely paddleboat ride up a river alongside an ominous area where a light show has consistently been displayed the entire time. They have begun to make their way up the river that connects the country of Thrain to the Mournlands, which, for a bit of a refresher, is the area that has become corroded by stagnant magic. An area that is significant due to the fact of the mourning that it was a magical event that happened 4 years previously. 5 years. It is one of the founding reasons that peace was made throughout the nations of Kuvare. As the players continued to make their way up the river, they would have noticed that it began to narrow out. As night fell, they found themselves in an area where the river is very thin and connected very closely to the Mournlands. So players, we are going to start out as a thicket of fog begins to envelop the area, and a chill fills the air as you begin to take your watches. What is the order of watches you guys would like?
Cyrus will will participate in first and second watch.
First and second?
Yeah, she only needs 4 hours to rest.
Then I go first.
All right.
I guess Levin will take final watch.
Okay. Zarya and Gearfried, how about you?
Well, if they have the watches taken care of, I guess Gearfried will just take his full long rest. Maybe stay up a little bit later to tinker with the idea that Fennec gave him after he animated the car. Gearfried has now an idea for a new invention.
Did we really just go with the self-driving car?
Later. No, not working on autopilot. Working on something different, though.
Okay, just checking. That would have been funny if that was the case. Alright, Zarya, how about you?
Are the watches are all covered?
So currently we have Saris and Fennec on first watch, Saris covering the second watch as well, and then Levin.
Oh, I'll take the double one that Saris was doing. You need your full rest.
I only need 4 hours to sleep.
Oh, right, elves. I guess if all the watches are covered, she'll just take...
There's certainly welcome the company on second watch.
And she will be taking second watch alone, apparently. Now Maylin will be up. She'll take the first 4 hours of meditation.
I was trying to find a reason for Zarya to do that. Because I, the player, would like that to happen, but Zarya... I don't know.
Bored.
Yeah,
Sorry,
sure. I guess Yeah, she'll take the second watch with you. There you go.
Alrighty.
If they're taking second watch together, Gearfried was actually going to. Melee is not doing anything, correct?
Currently,
Does
she
she
is
ever?
going to.
In that case, Gearfried will. He'll stay up a little bit. You know, when he normally would be taking a watch or during a 4-hour period where that would happen, Gearfried would probably want to approach Melee and kind of do the whole, like, Dad, I need you to hold my wrench, that sort of thing. Like, hold the flashlight, hold the flashlight! While he's working on the car.
Okay. She would aid you before going into her meditative state.
If you're going to have an open light source in the dark around here, Levin's going to come up to you, Gearfried, and be like, "You going to cover that?"
Oh, wait, I was under the impression that we're currently sailing on a small vessel. Is that not the case?
So you would,
We're currently docked on the shore.
you are off to the side
okay,
due to
okay,
the
okay.
nighttime.
Sorry, my bad.
and
In that case,
no-
then I
no
would
worries.
just have her.
What would you like her to do then?
I would just kind of. The intention is to sort of try to spark an interest in Artifice into Melee, since everyone seems to be trying to corrupt her in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
That is absolutely not true.
Also rude.
Yeah, seriously.
Fennec is not trying to corrupt her.
Hmm.
Correct, he's not trying.
Exactly.
What happens around Fennec?
Oh. So, with that, as you are working on the car, go ahead and give me a performance or a persuasion check. See how appealing you make this.
I
You're gonna-
imagine Gearfried's his metaphors are a little bit too long-winded in some cases, I would imagine, but like others are made a little bit simpler to make it more digestible, but still probably a little bit too boring for her.
Well, on top of that, she gets grease on her hand, and she doesn't like that feeling. It's not like blood that cleans off easily.
True.
Look, if you're gonna be a grease monkey, you're gonna get greasy. That's how this works.
You're going to notice that as she gets her hands greasy, there is a disconnect between her and the vehicle.
Gearfried will press to digitate the grease off of her and just be like, this probably isn't for you. Go get some rest.
I thought you needed help.
You don't seem like you're having all that much fun, dear. I've got this. I was mostly trying to see if this was something that you might take to. Doesn't seem like that's the case. Not going to try to force a square peg into a round hole.
Thank you for attempting to curb my interest.
Thank you for humoring me.
And she's going to go off to meditate. With that, we have Saris and Fennec on the first watch.
Yep. And Saris is just, kind of just chilling at the moment, staring out into the dark.
What do you see out there?
Give me a perception check, please. Fennec, Same thing for you.
Perception.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Unless you are not paying attention at all, and then that's on you.
Well, I mean,
Which, it looks like you're
Kind
not
of a
paying
standard
attention
at this point.
at all.
I don't think
know
Fenix
what I-
rolled a perception above a 6.
this campaign, I don't know why Fennec tries to say, like, even pretend he's, you know, if you're asking if he's paying attention and he says yes, have him roll a deception check.
I think that's more fitting.
Not a perception. Ask him to roll this. And he's the one accustomed to darkness.
I guess maybe you're just too distracted by the amount
Actually,
of
could
the
I
colored...
argue?
Yes.
Could I argue that he would have advantage because of his dark vision and like all of that?
No, because there's no real sources of light to add to it. So even if there was, it ultimately should be close to being disadvantage because of the lack of light.
Yeah, technically, if we're in darkness, even those people with dark vision, like people without dark vision, auto fail on sight. People with dark vision, no light source, roll at disadvantage.
So the only source of light you currently have is the moon above you, which is why I'm not asking you to roll disadvantage.
Okay, and yeah, no, his ability to see like in other darkness is tied to his darkness spell, not everything. So, okay, yep, that is fair, and I will take that.
Alrighty. Ceres, you are going to hear a surprising amount of activity on both sides. Nothing that is close enough to make you think that you're immediately in trouble, but you notice that there seems to be a lot of activity both on this side of the river and on the other.
Can I hear it, but can I see it?
You can't see where it's coming from, but you are at least able to make out the sounds of things moving around you.
Okay. Is it like when you say on this side and the other side, is it like next to the boat?
Not next to the boat. We're gonna say about 50, 60 yards away. So it's far enough that it's close enough that it can be perceived as being wary, but it's far enough that it's not an immediate threat.
Okay. I will point out the sound to Fennec so he can know what it is.
I didn't hear anything. You sure you heard something?
If I point it out to him, does he know? Can he hear it?
After a few moments, if he's actually paying attention, which I feel like that should be a check at this point, he would be able to hear it once it's pointed out.
Yeah. Just like, stop talking. Listen. Over there.
Well, and he'll turn and look.
No, use your ears.
Same thing,
He'll-
you wouldn't be able to make out an image of anything specifically, but you would be able to hear the activity around you.
He would, with that, then he would lower his hood a little bit so his ears were actually uncovered.
Alright.
Oh wait, no, he's in his suit. Never mind.
So you take off your hat. Gotcha.
Yeah, just to kind of like that, like it's kind of like, you know, when you're driving and you turn the volume down on the music to look for a house, that kind of
Yep. Or
mentality.
when you're trying to park, you need to turn everything off so that you can pay attention. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, just like that. So do you want another perception?
Unless you're looking for anything else in particular, that's the amount of information you're going to glean.
I guess like after the point, he'll do like this squint and kind of turn his head to see if he can pick. He would give like another attempt to like really look for it, since he didn't quite pick up anything the first time.
I will allow for another perception check.
It's gonna be a 2. Oh, all right, an 11.
You're not able to glean anything now.
All right.
But you tried hard.
He's gonna like just inch his head like further and further, almost to the point where he's gonna fall off whatever he's sitting on. He's like, "Are you sure? I don't hear anything."
Pay attention.
What, he literally is on the ground. What do you think I'm doing?
Not paying attention.
Then please enlighten me. How can I pay more attention to something that isn't there?
Maybe if I cleared out what's between your ears, you'd have a better chance of hearing it.
All you're gonna hear is whoosh. The only thing darker than out there is in there.
I believe that is so true.
So, think about what you're asking. Do you want to go check it out? Are you too scared to go check it out by yourself? Do you need me to accompany you? A bodyguard?
No, we're not. What? It's in the water. It's in the water, right?
It's on the other side of the river, which isn't too far away, and on this side you're hearing movement as well.
How?
On the water or on the shore?
On the shore, across the river, yes.
And on our side of the river?
Yes. Again, still about 50 yards away.
Okay.
How deep is the water?
You never tried to investigate?
Well, Fennec's not very tall, so he is not going to investigate that.
You have a
well,
flying
there's-
broom, don't you?
I do have a flying broom. That is correct.
And
Okay.
the river has to be deep enough to accommodate the vessel that we're currently employing.
True.
Fennec will pull out his flying broom and get on it.
Okay.
Now, can it hold two people?
I believe it can.
He's gonna scoot up to the front and just pat the back seat, looking at Saris.
No, we need to be watching around the ship and the camp, going off
That
to
is
investigate. But if we're not actually here watching on the camp, something sneaks in and then steals all your stuff.
Point of order. If something were to come in and steal something and wake up Levin, what chance do you think that thing has of living?
That is assuming it wakes up Levin.
I
He's
guarantee
very
you Levin is
perceptive.
listening. Levin is probably listening to this conversation right now.
Levin is highly perceptive, yes. Probably one of the most perceptive people I've ever encountered. He is not omniscient. He'll be the first to tell you
I
he
will
will
bet
not
you
detect everything.
one gold that he is listening to this conversation right now, and he's going to turn and go, right, Levin?
If he would answer, that would give away his whole point.
I mean, if Fennec's making an honest effort to look towards where Levin is currently, like, bunked, he's going to realize the blanket is over his head, pretty much just tightened around his neck. like, I really didn't want to hear the rest of you.
See? He's listening now.
That's not
Whether or not it's helping is irrelevant.
my point, Finnick, is that our responsibility is to watch over the camp and the people in it. If we're over across the river, we're not watching the camp and the people in it.
Alright, so we gotta send something we can afford to lose. Bailey!
I was gonna say Gearfried, but
No. He is protected by Union. Don't you dare send him.
Technically speaking, Gearfried has consistently been leaving Cogfried in Sentinel mode, so just kind of like when Saris was like pushing him over. And you guys do have authority over him when Gearfried's not awake, which he's not. So you could send him over if you wanted to.
I don't think you can actually communicate. Can we speak to, does Cogfried speak?
Cogfried does not speak, but he reacts to simple commands. You can tell him to sound off if he sees anything that he would interpret as an enemy.
Fennec, why don't we just be aware that there's something out there, and if it gets closer, Then we notify our allies, they can get up, and then we can be ready to fend them off. I think I see the problem with what's happened to us in the past when you're on watch.
What?
You're too curious. Also, you have no sense of responsibility.
I am deeply
Peg? Accurately described?
accurate. Like, I get it, but I'm evolving, maturing.
Yes, I think you are.
Fermenting.
Because, let's be honest here, if I wasn't, would we be having this conversation, or would you be chasing me across the river?
I would be trying to bury your body so that and then coming up with a cover story as to why you left suddenly in the night.
See? Progress. But, we digress. What should we do, or do we just leave it be? With whatever you saw that isn't there?
I didn't see it, I hear it.
Whatever you heard that isn't there.
Anyhow, we will wait here and just be aware that there's something out there and, stay alert.
You're gonna see he's trying not to say anything like that he'll regret on the alert piece. Like, he's trying, he's just not doing well.
Just do your best. Watch is a watch.
Okay.
We can't all be mean.
He's just gonna give you this look. Not a mean look, but like a,
As this is going on, go ahead and give me another perception check.
Who?
Both of you.
Us. Yeah.
Ceres, as time progresses towards the near end of your shift for watch, at least the first one, you're going to hear a faint splashing coming from the river.
How far away?
Within 60 feet.
Would you say it's down by the river?
No, I'd say it's just around the river bend.
Are there any dragons by the river?
I hate this. Okay. Anyhow,
Oh god. What would you like to do?
Anyhow, I would... Like it's getting closer?
You just heard splashing. Now, who's currently asleep?
No, wait. No. I've heard it twice, and it was at one distance and then another distance. Is it getting closer?
It's definitely closer now. It's within 60 feet.
Okay, then I wake up the party.
Okay. Players, you are woken up. Go ahead.
Dude.
And I'm going to need everybody to give me a initiative roll. Give me 1 second, and role play it out as you're getting woken up.
Yeah, I'm just like, I mostly just like, I just like outside Levitt danger, and move on.
In a blur of motion, the blanket is off and his crossbow's at the ready.
Sorry, just like sits up with just fist up, like danger.
Gear.
Oh no,
Gearfried,
for Zarya's. Also go on.
Gearfried rolls immediately out of his. I imagine he's sleeping in the car. He rolls off of the seat he's sleeping on into his armor, and then pops up and activates it with his tools.
Ceres would whisper in Zarya's ear, Zarya, there's danger.
Pop up, danger.
Yep.
Also, I have alert.
Oh!
Reminder.
Okay.
You can't be surprised while you are conscious, and other creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against you as a result of being unseen by you. So I'm awake now, I am conscious, hello.
Yes. Yeah. And then, yeah, alert melee to the danger as well. And probably, if any of the crew are nearby, you just kind of, warn them so they can at least, protect the ship.
Sorry, what is that an image of near us on the camp?
What happened?
What is that? What is that creature?
Oh, this thing.
Let me post up the picture. But with that, everybody go ahead and roll me initiative, please.
I
And
rolled.
if I'm going based off of memory of the campaign, it looks like one of them hag types.
Yeah, you know it. You know me so well.
Oh, if it's a hag, let's let Fennec do the talking.
11. What happened?
Fennec,
Horrible things. You woke me up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure some of those crossbow bolts are coming at us.
So that is
Well,
what
she's leaving.
But the fun
For some
part-
reason, it didn't log my initiative. I got a 21.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it's actually weird. It didn't.
It was still loading, I think.
Alright, so 21, right? Give me 1 second. Let me change that up.
The hag
for you.
came with friends.
You
Oh, that's
hear-
ugly.
You hear a squealing in the distance. You said 21, right?
Mhm.
Alright, updated. With that, as the hag begins to hear the waking up of the party, you're going to notice that she begins to scream in an irritable rage. If you had to take a guess, it's probably because you stole her. As she you stole her meal. She was about to start eating some dreams. As she starts to approach, you see the silhouette and the glowing red eyes. For those of you with dark vision. For those of you without dark vision, you are seeing nothing but blackness. And she
I
is
think all of us are not human. Don't we all have dark vision?
Goliath.
Not all non-humans have dark vision.
Yeah.
Do I have dark vision?
You don't.
Oh no. Oh, but guess what I do have? Fire breath, bitch! I'm gonna light some bitches on fire and bring light.
That's okay.
Can Fennec yell that she's powering up the red eyes?
I mean, we can see her.
Oh,
Except
yeah.
for Zarya.
So with that,
That
Fennec,
just point me.
she is going to make an attack against you.
Of course she is.
Oh, boy.
So, with the first attack, she's going to roll a 13 to, I believe that misses, right?
Nope.
13 hits?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Well, we talked Fennec out of taking the AC boost.
Well, you don't wear armor, it wouldn't have helped you.
Yeah, you wouldn't have
I
worked
know.
for you anyway.
Yeah, Fennec's at 12.
You need to learn the mage armor spell.
It wouldn't help him in this instance.
It's going to be
Yeah.
8 points of damage
No,
that you take for that first hit.
8?
I'm concerned at the
8
revelation
points.
his armor class is 13.
Okay.
And for the
He's
second
not
attack,
usually in the thick of things.
you guys just so happen to be in, a setting where he can't run and get the distance. 17 to hit with the second one. And
Yes.
that's going to be, I hope so, 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's the end of the hag's turn. Zarya, you're up.
Can I see her at all?
You see the glowing eyes faintly in the silhouette that you're able to make out thanks to the light of the moon.
Okay, cool.
Your attack would be a disadvantage, though.
Do I see my friends?
No.
Not 11.
I mean, you'd be able to
Okay,
make.
I'm not gonna
hold on.
risk.
You'd be able to make out at least Gearfried, I'm sure.
Oh, true.
Yeah, my I would have done the full armor. So Gearfried's currently sporting a firebeard right now.
Okay, so I can at least avoid you. And then that's... Who's this one again? Tokens. Ah, crap.
So I would say you'd be
I
able
need to
to
move.
approach the distance. You'd be able to, know where general idea of where to go is. Just your attack is going to be a disadvantage. So it's not going to be that you're unable to find where the action is. As a monk, you're high enough that you'd be able to locate them by the sound.
Can I use fire breath and catch her on fire so that she's easier to see?
You can use fire breath, but igniting her, she is not necessarily combustible.
Gotcha. Right, I got one of those. It's one of those rules.
Yeah,
Um,
even her cloth would, because it's only a 6 seconds, it's not producing enough to really ignite the clothing. But if it was loose stuff, yeah, you'd be able to light that on fire.
Okay, we'll just try with the punches then. Try and get I can see where she is and just kind of get up close to her based on my guess of where she is, right?
Indeed.
She's not invisible. You can still know where she is. You just have disadvantage on hitting her because she's
Right.
in the dark.
Exactly.
Yeah. Alright, in that case I will move up and start a punching with disadvantage. That's okay. Hold on, let me set the thing so it lets me roll with disadvantage. Okay.
All right.
Alright, there you go.
17 will just hit.
Boom. Hit time.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Not much, but,
A damage
First
is
hit.
damage.
damage is damage.
All right. Go ahead.
Right.
Continue on rolling at disadvantage.
Boom. Another hit. And damage. Ooh! There we
Very
go.
nice. Now that's some damage.
That is some damage. And then bonus action, a punch. Or should I use my new thing? My aspect of the worm.
Follow your heart.
I do want to do that.
Zarya's gonna start doing the worm.
Oh,
No.
my.
Aspect of the worm, frightful presence when creating this aura, and as a bonus action on subsequent turns. Oh wait, is this an action to do it?
Probably.
Sounds like
No?
something that would
Okay.
take an action.
No, it's a bonus action. It's listed under
Okay.
bonus action.
Cool.
So then,
Yeah, aspect of the warm is
just a-
bonus.
Yeah, it's just a bonus action to keep it up after. Okay. Blah 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 blah. You can force a creature within your aura to make a wisdom saving throw or become frightened of you for 1 minute. That should be fun. Chase it back into the river.
okay.
So I will do that.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
And it just looks like a big dragon. Fucking roaring at her.
What was the DC?
15.
All right. Though, despite failing the roll, meaning whatever damage is going to go through goes through, you are going to notice that it seems immune to fear.
Right. Okay. Well, there you go. We figured that out. No damage. It just would become frightened of me.
And it doesn't.
Yeah. But
Is
there
there
you go. I
anything else you'd like
know
to do with your turn?
that. Nope. That is my turn.
Alrighty. There. That's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. Gearfried, you're up.
Okay, so Gearfried, would those two that just moved, are they obvious, or are they like far enough that they'd still be kind of obscured?
Obscured.
Okay.
Again, also you'd only be able to see silhouettes, but even then, they're a bit too far for you to be able to see their silhouette.
But they're still making enough noise to be present, right?
Yeah, and you kind of hear noises that sound like...
Okay. Then Gearfried is just going to focus in on this. Oh, nope. Right here. He's going to move. Who's across from me here? And is this flanking?
That is the boat, and no, it is not
No,
flanking.
it's not. Okay.
It's just the
So
marker where
Gear-
your boat would be.
Right. So Gearfried's going to rock over here. 2 attacks per action. So Gearfried's gauntlets are going to start buzzing and thrumming with energy as he is going to roll to attack with his Thunder Gauntlets. And it's not showing up on... Foundry's still showing it as my lightning launcher, but I'll just roll in D&D Beyond. Thunder Gauntlets, that is plus an extra 2 on this, so 24 to hit.
That's going to hit.
Okay. That is 6 plus another 2, so 8.
Good damage. Good damage.
And then for my second hit, some tricks are so nice, they work twice. That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
For 14 damage.
Ow.
So Gearfried gives it the old 1-2, boom, boom. And then since Cogfried is currently active, he is going to... he's going to make Cogfried fire a bolt of energy at the hag as well, which for Cogfried is a +4 to hit.
I'm assuming
So-
Cogfried doesn't have dark vision.
He class speed, his language, sense dark vision 60 feet. He does have dark vision.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay, that is just a d20 +4, so this will probably miss if knowing my luck. I can just pull that one up, Foundry at least. D20, roll. Okay, unnatural 20.
That hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay, and it is a 1d4 plus 2. So, boop, roll. Alright, so 4 damage.
Okay. Damage is damage.
So it's action, bonus action, and yeah, that's it.
Alright. If that's all, Cyrus, you are up.
Okay. I am going to use one of my features to help out the fight a little bit. My rogue ability, Fast Hands. I'm going to bonus action light a torch so that Zarya can see.
Okay.
And it's a 20-foot bright, 20-foot dim.
Thank you.
Yep. I got you
Alright.
guys.
Don't short circuit over the babe.
The little shit-eating grin on Ferris's face. More than that, isn't it?
I'm double checking.
To be 20 feet bright, 20 feet dim.
Okay. So let me just alter that. You know, the rules of light never make sense to me. How does that give off the same light as like a campfire? It is what it is.
I mean,
It's not.
logic
not
and
because
logic and
I think
D&D don't go hand
It,
in hand.
that's not
Yeah,
something that we're
this
worried
is
about
more
now.
gameism than anything.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Adjusting the lighting now.
That's why if I ever run into
Yeah,
campaign,
Foundry, you might
I
have to
just,
put that in as 20 bright, 40 dim.
All set. So,
I'm just gonna be like, fuck the rules because they don't make sense.
Cyrus, that was your bonus action. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, she'll and I'll kind of drop the. I'll just drop the torch at my feet for a moment. Well, I pull out my crossbow and my hand crossbow, and I shoot the hag.
Okay. Go ahead.
Ooh, hello.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, and this is going to stack some interesting damages because I have Blessed Strength and Sneak Attack. I hope I do this right.
I do too.
Let's see what you do.
Have to, well, it doesn't give me an option to like bake in 2 different die types for damage. I'm just typing in 2d6 plus 1d8, and then I'm normal.
That's why I like using the dice tray. It's good enough.
You did it right.
Ow.
And the d8 is radiant damage. I
Ow.
can't tell what it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, 4 of that is radiant damage.
Okay. Ow. This hag is not looking too good.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, bitch, wrong camp. And yeah, that's Cyrus. Well, you know what? Don't like standing so clumped together with my allies. Get the fuck away. I'm gonna go hang out here.
Were you leaving the torch there, or are you bringing it with
I
you?
am leaving the torch there.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is, give me 1 second. All right. So with that, as you move away, is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that was my action, my bonus action.
All right. As long as you hit ending your turn, Fennec, I believe you were up next.
Okay.
Where's the end turn button?
Because
next turn.
because this bitch hit Fennec first and twice, he's pissed. He's gonna kind of mutter an incantation, and he's going to call upon his Hound of Ill Omen. And he's going to place it opposite him on the other side of the hag. I believe we had it as a wolf thing. I believe so. Yeah. I can't put it on the screen, but
Ready? Let's see, I think that was up here. I don't remember what it was. What was it, a direwolf stat?
yeah, that's what we used it. That's what we used. It's very similar. There's like a few additional features, but
There's a dire wolf in the players tab.
yeah. Because we used it last.
Okay, hold on. And you can't pull
It's just a medium creature, I believe.
No worries, here we go.
Dire? Oh.
It's a
The Hound of
medium
Ill Omen uses the stat block of a dire wolf, but it's a medium-sized creature.
and
Right.
monstrosity. Alright, let's share my initiative. So I think it gets its own initiative.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, I gotta look at how to get that, but yeah, we can add it that way.
Alrighty. All set.
So I'm gonna put it here. Thank you. And now that the wolf is within 5 feet of my target, you're suddenly going to see Fennec's eyes start kind of glowing a little green as he starts kind of chanting or an incantation, and he's going to cast a 6th level spell. And the hag has disadvantage on saving throws because of the hound. And he's going to cast Disintegrate.
Okay, so it's going to be a straight roll.
Yes,
What's
because she
the
has.
saving throw?
The DC is 16, and it's a Dex.
There we go. 18.
Damn it. He's going to Silvery Barb. No, yeah, he's going to Silvery Barbs it.
Okay.
Just because I want this spell to work.
Listen, you burnt a
And he's
6
going to
level.
get 11 advantage.
You burnt a 6 level spell slot for it. I got you.
Yep.
Ooh,
He's pissed.
All right, 5.
Okay. So let me roll that damage. And Levin will have advantage on his next turn.
All right. Now, is that a line or is that a just a single target?
Single target.
It is a single target.
Okay. There we go. So, this one is dead. Eviscerated. Any items that they might have had are eviscerated.
Unless they're magical.
Not magic items
Yes.
stay.
Alrighty, let me mark that one as dead. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Fennec?
Bonus action. No, that will end the turn. You will see him like after the whole spell cast, like he is like panting, like that took a lot out of him. And he's just gonna kind of look at his hands, look at the pile, look at his hands, look at his pile, and go, "Whoa!" And that'll be the end of his turn.
All right. Levin, you are up.
Levin's going to move 10 feet over here, and he's going to target... he would see the creatures. He's got 90 feet of dark vision. He'd see the ones that are on the approach, right?
Now that there's light, you would be able to make them out much clearer. And for those
Right.
of you with dark vision, you are going to see... Let me just pull up the artwork. Alright, there you are. That is what you see coming at you.
Oh, good God.
What the actual fuck?
Okay, I thought the hag was
Whoa.
scary. I was wrong.
As you hear...
Okay, I'm glad we didn't go to the Mournlands.
Oh, Fennec.
Yeah. Get it now? Do we get it?
I didn't know that was an option. I thought it was just zombies.
Fennec's still gonna try.
Acting like these aren't.
But with that, Levin, that is what you see.
Yep. Aiming for the one that's closest to the party first. I'll have advantage on this first attack.
Yep.
So, let's see. Uh, 26 to hit.
That is going to hit.
And let me do a quick check on the measure here. Okay, 30 feet. I'll be able to apply sneak attack to this.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll your damage.
Third level rogue, I get D6 sneak attack on 2d6. Should have made it a sharpshooter shot with advantage. So that's 13 for the first hit.
Alrighty.
I'll be making a second shot. What's the metric here? Sorry. Plus 11? Yeah, I can. I'll make these follow-up attacks sharpshooter shots.
Alrighty, go ahead and try.
So -5 on the attack. 21 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Damage, and that'll be plus 10 on the normal hit. So 16.
That is just going to hit.
No,
Oh,
that was
your
the damage.
Sorry, whoops. That's gonna go through. He's still standing, but he looks. You see, like this purplish, vile-looking liquid spilling out out of him.
All right, I'll make my Gloomstalker third attack. No sharpshooter on this one. If it's looking almost dead, I want this to hit.
It's looking almost dead.
I'm going to be adding precision strike to that. So let me roll a superiority die.
Okay.
22 to hit.
That hits.
And that's just going to be normal. So 7 points.
How do you do it?
Quick, easy, no fuss. Because I got other targets to worry about.
Alrighty.
Action surge.
Alrighty, keep going.
All right. 11's going to move. Come on. This game. $20 feet over there. And he'll target that guy. If these things look like they are in the picture, they don't have eyes, but they still know where we are, so I'm not invisible. You know what? Bet. Let's make these sharpshooter shots.
Okay.
Ugh. Burner another superiority die. Nope, still probably gonna miss.
So that was what?
12 total?
Not gonna hit.
Alright. You know what? Yeah, just straight roll on this one. 25 to hit? Dang it, that one felt good.
That hits.
Alright. Normal damage, 9.
Alrighty, and that was that one. Yep. Okay.
Yep, and Gloomstalker third attack, because it's still my first turn.
See what you get.
Sorry, it's being doopy.
No worries, it happens.
15. I'm definitely adding a superiority die to this one for the roll. That'll probably 16.
Just hits.
Okay. So damage, and Gloomstalker adds a d8. $14 points of damage.
Okay.
And bonus action shot. 22.
That hits.
8 points damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's how I built him.
Yeah.
And for that, I only moved 30 feet, so let's go back 10, and that'll end my turn.
Okay. So, Fennec, where would you like to put the dire wolf? What would you like to do with the dire wolf?
Doesn't it go away after the target dies?
What?
Question mark.
I think that's actually a very valid question. The hound disappears if it is reduced to 0 points and if the target is reduced to 0.
So yes.
So what if it goes beyond? What if the target gets reduced to beyond 0?
It's still 0.
Okay. So
Yeah, there's no negative hit points.
So with
Yeah.
that, it is
That was a fun carryover from 3rd edition.
my turn.
Yeah. So
This one's gonna get here. All right. It's the end of his turn. Zarya, you're up.
All right. What can I see?
You could see
The
nothing
torch.
outside of the torchlight. So you could see the pretty much 40 feet of visibility, like the diameter, but you can't really see anything outside of that. You've been hearing a lot of squealing and a lot of, Levin killing things.
Okay.
Thank you
Can
for
I
the
move
reminder.
the torch?
You could use a item interaction to pick it up, but you would also use movement.
Can
to
I
get
hold? Can I hold the torch and punch at the same time?
Well, the torch is only occupying one of your hands. You can unarmed strike with the rest
Yeah.
of your limbs in your head.
there? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ultimately,
yeah, I have my
to
feet.
answer your question, yes.
Awesome, cool. I would like to go and pick up the torch. And then start running in the direction of the noises.
Alright, so about how much movement did you move to get to the torch? That was what, about 10
I
feet?
moved from here to there.
Alright, so 5 feet, you pick up the torch. Alright, so I believe you have, what, 50 feet of movement, give or take?
Yes. So 45 left. I just would like to start running in this direction until I hit one of them.
Alright, so let's see real quick. Oh yeah, you can get there.
Awesome. Sorry, I'm stealing the light. I can't see the shit.
I gave the light be, babe.
So you'd be able to easily make it to there.
Cool. Punching, kicking, headbutting.
Alrighty.
Throwing
Is it
your
the
way around.
nightmare thing I saw?
Yes.
What the shit are these things?
I don't know.
Kill first, ask questions later.
Alright.
I'd like
Punch,
him to
punch.
be dead.
Working on it.
Yeah.
I'm not at disadvantage anymore, right?
No, I was just gonna say, if it helps, you have straight rolls.
Cool. Punch time. Oh, it's almost a nat 20. 23.
That hits.
A punch. Another punch. 16 hits, right?
Yep, 16 hits.
Please tell me that dice rolling is from someone else and not him.
I was gonna say, I didn't roll any dice. I didn't roll any dice yet. You want me to? I could.
No.
It's not your turn yet, DM.
I know.
Put your dice back in their cage.
And a punch.
What does it say about me if I have a gimp suit for one of the dice?
Oh. Bad roll.
That is going to miss.
Wah wah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I'm ruining revenue on the Twitch stream.
I've heard
Is
of
there any-
dice jail, but dice gimp suit.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Is that a punishment for the dice?
It's for lure.
I did attack, did other attack, did bonus action attack, did movement. Yeah, that's my turn. That's the consistency of my turns are just punch, maybe something else, punch.
Alrighty.
I like a simple character.
It is this one's turn. Knowing it's going to die, it is going to make its multi-attack against you.
Good luck.
So it's going to make 2 tentacle attacks and 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay, so what I got from that comment is they're intelligent because they know they're going to die, even though they're not dead yet.
Yeah, they
Should
have-
test my
they're,
fear thing on them?
they're intelligent enough that they have. a
You already
+1 to
used your
modifier.
bonus action.
21 to hit.
I know, but I mean on next one. A what to hit?
21 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
All right, go ahead and give me a. Go ahead and give me a strength check. A strength.
Right? Test or
yes.
saving throw?
So give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, a dexterity saving throw. Okay. Shit. 14.
You just met it. You were about to be grappled.
Oh! Oh, hell no. Fuck you.
Alright, so you are going to take 9 points of damage.
Alright. I'm no longer at 69 points of health.
Ah,
Okay,
Not nice.
here's the second
Not
attack.
nice.
Crit.
Come and get me, bitches. Fuck! Don't get me, bitches! I
So now I'm going to ask you again to make that roll as you take 11 points of damage. So that would be a dexterity saving throw, or be grappled. You succeed.
I did good. I did real good. Fuck.
Now, attack number 3
Oh.
is going to miss. And attack number 4
It's 4 attacks.
is a 19 going to hit.
Yes. Shit.
This one is just a normal unarmed strike. So you're going
Okay.
to take 6 points of damage.
Okay. I'm sitting at 43 out of 69.
That is the end of that one's turn. So Gearfried,
All right.
your turn. And you would be able to clearly make out these individuals now that the torch is there exposing them.
Right. Let's see here. If I use a Charlatan's thing, then that's gonna hurt Fennec. So I'm not thinking that's the best option.
It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
I can take it.
That's good enough for me. So, bonus action, Gearfried is going to, his boots begin to spark up, and he's already wearing his winged boots, so his boots of flying. So it kind of just looks like an explosion takes off right next to him, and that is, I believe, 40 feet to get right there, right? Yeah, it's 40 feet. So Gearfried's going to bonus action cast a Charlatan's Stride. My movement increases by 20 feet. Moving doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, and when I move within 5 feet of a creature or an object that isn't being worn or carried, it takes 1d6 fire damage from my fire trail of heat. A creature can only take damage once per turn this way. So Gearfried's going to just sort of explode forward and get right there with his movement.
Okay.
That's his bonus action. So that would make Fennec and the creature next to me both take 1d6 fire damage.
Okay, go ahead and roll it out.
Yeah, I can take that.
All right, that one is.
And
Is there like a half damage on a save, or is it just straight damage?
it just says 1d6 takes 1d6 fire damage from my trail of heat within 5 feet of a creature or an object. So every creature I moved within 5 feet of just took 6 damage.
Sweet.
Oh, that killed it.
Yes.
Well, egg on my face because I didn't.
Levin-
Really, I was
Levin
gonna punch
did
in
a
the
lot of
face.
damage.
Yeah, he did. I still have my crowbar on me, so
Gordon Freeman.
yeah. So because that thing exploded, Gearfried was going to punch it in the face, but since it just kind of burned up, Gearfried's going to quickly flip out his his dented crowbar, which is a light hammer, by the way, and he is going to just lob it at the head of the other guy that's 5 extra feet away. So that is not going to be a whole lot of damage, but ooh, unnatural 20.
Go ahead and roll out your damage.
2 damage.
What is that? Damage is damage.
Doink.
Yep.
Is there anything else
And
you want to do?
so yeah, Gearfried kind of explodes by him. That guy burns up, and he looks confused for a second, like, "Oh, that wasn't my plan." So he just very quickly flips out the crowbar and just like lobs it at that thing's head. And that's the end of Gearfried's turn as he goes, "A little premature on my part. Never usually happens."
All right, so a little bit of premature hammering. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Ceres, you're up.
Premature inflagration.
Daenerys is gonna
Whatever the word is.
move up to like right here to kind of get some cover behind the stump. And wait, actually. Okay, cool. Still within 30 feet. And yeah, I am just going to shoot it with my hand crossbow.
All right, go ahead and try.
I mean, I feel like I got pretty good odds to hit. Yeah, I think a 17 hit.
17 hits.
Excellent. And Zarya's right there, so I get sneak attack. Yay.
Excellent.
There's a small chance I explode this guy. Holding my breath. 23 damage, of which 6 is radiant.
How do you do it?
Yep, just over Zarya's shoulder. Well, no, Zarya's too tall. I imagine she's taller than these things. But, like, under Zarya's elbow, a bolt just, like, hits a creature in the neck and gives us a little flash of light that sort of blows out the back of its neck, and its sort of head flops uselessly sideways and it falls over dead.
You are all officially out of combat.
Ceres, you blew out its back.
Oh no. That's so sad.
Fennec will look down at the pile. I blew out everything.
I think.
Clearly, my mind is much dirtier than all of yours. Gearfried
My
taps
God,
his
it's
shoulder in
just
his
not
armor.
funny.
Oh!
Everyone's a fucking critic. Gearfried taps his shoulder and his helmet and his armor switches off. Very Iron
Okay.
Man.
Yeah, next time you want to go, like, that, can you warn a brother and, like, not burn me on the way?
Sorry about that. I miscalculated how much that would hurt. And Gearfried's going to slap you with a Cure Wounds.
Okay. I'm not going to say no.
All right. We out of danger.
But now.
You're
Okay.
You
to
heal
hear-
10 damage, Fennec.
You're going to hear a yawn coming from the boat. You miss anything?
I warned them that something was coming.
Yes, but the elf who traveled with you
Oh.
is
they did-
choosing to ignore it. It's basically
Right.
just
I
let
didn't
you all
miss
do the
anything.
work while he knowingly. Now, mind you, as an elf, he could have meditated. He chose to sleep through it.
Respect.
Okay. I'm going back to sleep now. And I think Zarya just walks over to where her bedroll is and just face plants into it.
Yeah, almost mechanically, Levin's gonna walk over to the corpses that he added bolts to, and he's gonna get whatever he can salvage, go right to the river, start washing them off.
All right.
Yep.
You are going
Gearfried
to.
will grab his crowbar and cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Zarya doesn't even care about the gore. She just sleeps in it.
Yeah, Fennec's going to help Gearfried and kind of search his little pile for anything.
All right. So if you're searching the pile of ashes along with the detect magic, you guys would find this out at about the same time. There is a container of ooze that is in the ashes of the old hag. It is giving off a magical aura. Now, Levin, as you're raiding each of those bodies, you are going to find a nug of gold on each of them. Each of these nugs are valued at about 200 gold pieces.
All right, don't want to dismantle this. Let me see if I can get somebody else to do this.
Also, don't ask where you found them.
They're carrying money. Who wants?
I'm very
Sure.
frequently
Me.
broke. Give it to me.
Good, you
I
can fish
did
it out of the corpse.
punching.
He'll look
Oh.
at Gearfried as long as I get the ooze jar.
1 second, my friend. Before you do that, Gearfried's going to fish into his pocket. He's going to pull out a pearl, and he's going to insert the pearl into the. There's a little slot in his glove on the back. Or in one of his gauntlets. He's going to insert the pearl in there, and then his gauntlet begins to glow, and Gearfried's going to put his hand over it and cast Identify.
So you're installing your legally distinct eternity rock into your gauntlet.
Yes, yes. It's more of a way of like my way of flavoring my artifice. Just so so he's putting that in there, and I'm going to cast Identify on this thing ritually, so I don't waste a spell slot. And ritual cast, I believe, takes an hour.
10 minutes.
Add 10
Oh.
minutes to the cast time.
Okay, so 10 minutes. So before I let you take this, Fennec, let me make sure it's actually safe for you to be using.
You are, after that time, you're able to find that it does require attunement. It doesn't seem to be as if the magic that it's giving off, you're not necessarily able to identify, but you notice that the ooze itself almost seems to be sentient in a way.
Huh. That's a bit strange. So
Sorry,
apparently
maybe don't-
this... Oh, sorry.
no, go on.
Apparently this is self-aware to some extent. Requires attunement. Fennec, I would advise against doing anything with this. It seems dangerous to me.
Interesting.
You're gonna attune to it immediately, aren't you?
No. I want to find out more about it.
Well,
It
it's got
sounds
some
like it
property
might-
that's blocking Identify.
I mean, I may be impulsive, I may be immature, but I did spend a lot of time in libraries, and I know that things like hags typically aren't good, and things they have on them probably aren't either.
Right. Well, if anyone's to attune to this, I would recommend you do it at a distance and also allow us to aim weapons at you just in case it makes you turn into some sort of crazy monster.
So you're saying if you're Fennec, just pick up the jar.
I'm saying pick up the jar and go over there. Gearfried's going to place it in Fennec's hands. I trust you.
Alright, he'll put it in his bag, he'll put it in his pack. He will not attune to it, he just has it on him.
Alrighty. Is there
So
anything
is
else
it
you
like-
guys would like to do for until the end of this shift?
Do I, for like inventory purposes, do I just put jar of self-aware ooze?
Let me send you the item
Okay.
as a PM.
Did I just get Venom? Oh, Fennec and Venom would be a great combo.
No, in your luck, it's Carnage.
Thank you, DM.
But is there anything you'd like to do before the next phase of watch goes? Alright. In between watches, we are going to take a quick 5-minute break so the players can refresh and get ready for the next length of the session. Till then, check out our store, check out our merch stuff, and like, subscribe, etc., etc. We'll be right back.
While our players take a brief break, check out playersoftherealms.com, and if you need dice and other things like that, check out dicelegion.com and use product code POTR to get 10% off of your purchase while simultaneously supporting us here at Players of the Realms. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. If you would like to support us, check us out on Patreon as well. All the links are able to be found on playersoftherealms.com. While you're there, check out our wonderful merchandise. We are in the process of adding more, so keep an eye out. Patreon subscribers receive a discount on all purchase, so while on the store it's more incentive to help support our wonderful cast. While our players take a brief break, check out playersoftherealms.com, and if you need dice and other things like that, check out dicelegion.com and use product code POTR to get 10% off of your purchase while simultaneously supporting us here at Players of the Realms. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. If you would like to support us, check us out on Patreon as well. All the links are able to be found on playersoftherealms.com. While you're there, check out our wonderful merchandise. We are in the process of adding more, so keep an eye out. Patreon subscribers receive a discount on all purchase, so while on the store it's more incentive to help support our wonderful cast. While our players take a brief break, check out playersoftherealms.com, and if you need dice and other things like that, check out dicelegion.com and use product code POTR to get 10% off of your purchase while simultaneously supporting us here at Players of the Realms. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. If you would like to support us, check us out on Patreon as well. All the links are able to be found on playersoftherealms.com. While you're there, check out our wonderful merchandise. We are in the process of adding more, so keep an eye out. Patreon subscribers receive a discount on all purchase, so while on the store it's more incentive to help support our wonderful cast. While our players take a brief break, check out playersoftherealms.com, and if you need dice and other things like that, check out dicelegion.com and use product code POTR to get 10% off of your purchase while simultaneously supporting us here at Players of the Realms.
And then we are back, and we are at least refreshed. So, we are starting off the second watch, which, oddly, is Ceres again, who will be joined by Zarya. With that, the adrenaline rush of the earlier attack is gone, and the remnants or the dust of the hag has all been kind of blown away. The bodies are strewn further down the way. I'm assuming you moved back to camp? Or where the boat was?
Yeah.
And now, are you keeping the fire lit, or are you extinguishing it?
I can relight it again.
Probably. Yeah, probably best
Well-
to put it out.
So that'll put you at disadvantage of everything.
We can put it back on in a bit if we need it. Plus, I have a +9 to hit. So as long as, or no, yeah, basically a +9.
Anyhow, that was an interesting little fight.
Yeah. Those things were fucking weird.
Welcome to getting too close to the Mournland. It was never on my bucket list, and now I have to check.
Well, hopefully we won't have to deal with too many creepies like that.
Can never be too sure.
Hmm.
I've heard stories.
Like what?
Oh, just, rampaging Warforged, things like that running loose, and stealing you away in your sleep, eating babies. Usual.
Oh. Make believe.
Goliath's soul-sucking monstrosities just stalking the land, dragging things like Goliath back into the Mournland, kicking and screaming after removing their limbs.
I don't think Goliaths do that. I don't think we do that.
Fear is an amazing motivator for a lot of behaviors.
Or did you mean like Goliath, like big, not the people?
Sure, if that makes you feel better.
Yeah, a little.
As you're having this
Then
conversation,
you can believe that.
the faint smell of sulfur is detected in the air. Just before on the side of the morning, a large, what looks to be the equivalent of a fireball, is ignited in the area, sending up a large bright light to those who have been in the dark the longest. This has created the dilation of the eyes, which means that this fire at this close is much brighter than expected.
What the fuck?
Well, that's
Can,
not
can we all see it?
It would be enough that if you're a sensitive sleeper, you would have woken up.
Oh, you're free.
Okay.
Turn it off.
It's not
Um,
me, Fennec. Seriously,
Possible
we
danger.
just...
What's up?
I don't know that we're in danger yet. It's just light.
It's bright. Make it down.
It smells like a fresh fart.
Sorry.
Where is it coming from?
Sulfur.
Where exactly is it coming from?
From the morning, well over here. Far enough away. It's far enough that you're it's not in the direct vicinity, but because it's dark, any sort of light is much brighter anyway.
Quick question,
So-
DM.
Yep.
Is it far enough inland that it's inside of the dead gray mist zone?
Yes.
Wow, that's a large light bloom then.
Like, distance-wise, how far away is it from us? Is it, like, way off in the distance, or is it, like, within...
About a half mile away.
Is that something we want to be checking out or avoiding?
Avoiding.
Well, Ceres won't go across the river. So,
Is that over the river as the Mournlands?
Yes. That grey wall leads to a wonderful world of nightmares and terror.
over the river, through the land to the bright light, we won't go.
Does
I'll see if
Can
I
we
can't
send
get a better
a-
vantage point. I'm not going
Yeah,
to
can
go
we
over into
send
the
like a
Grey Mist,
robot?
but... What was
You
that?
go back to sleep. It's over half a mile away. You're better off just sleeping through unless it gets closer.
I would rather make sure it's not coming close immediately. I'm just going to see if I can't get high enough to spot it from over on this side of the river.
Geoffrey, if you want to look over the mist, you're going to have to go over a mile into the air.
Is the mist thick enough that I wouldn't be able to, Oh, yeah. that probably would
With
be.
how
I do.
dark
I do have a flying. I can keep up my flying speed for a few hours.
As a reminder, it is also dark.
Oh, true. But it is a fireball. I can at least see if it's making its way closer.
No, it kind of vanished as soon as it came. It was more like an
Oh,
explosion.
it's not. It's not like a present thing.
No, it's not a present thing.
Okay. All right. If it makes any more, whoever's watching, Ceres, Zarya, if it makes any progress or happens again, wake us all up.
Yes!
all
I'm
right?
sorry, I forgot to do that the last time. My apologies.
I know you're very bad at your job. I'm just letting you know. Geoffrey's going to roll back over to the car.
I
Yep.
will keep my senses trained for that area. Just I obviously can't see much, but I'll listen as best I can and keep focused.
Alrighty. And how about for you, Saris? What would you be doing?
Currently plotting how to make Gearfried's life extra miserable.
Oh, I can't wait to see how that's going to happen.
Can I quietly tinker with Carpe Diem?
Gearfried, you are sleeping in Carpe Diem, right?
I am sleeping in Carpe Diem, and Cogfried is standing watch right now.
You could certainly try.
I want to point out, in real life, I've stolen a television out of my parents' bedroom while they were sleeping in it. So this
Again.
is not impossible.
I said you could try. I didn't say it was impossible.
Oh,
I was not hindering you in any sort of shape, way, or form.
Just wanted to make sure that everyone understood this is within the realm of my.
Listen, I've seen your stealth rolls. I'm sure it's within your wheelhouse.
I assume I should roll stealth.
One would assume. And I'm going to
Okay.
need Gearfried to roll a perception check.
Is he sleeping?
It would be Cogfried, not me.
Sorry,
Ah.
wrong Freed.
Okay, let me go over to my homuncular extras. Homunculus servant perception. Perception is based on what stat?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
So you got to beat this.
Which Cogfried's wisdom is 0. Okay, so he's just a straight roll.
So I don't think you can beat
You
this.
can't.
You can't.
There's always a chance of a nat 20.
No
Which
critical
does
successes.
What if it makes you feel better?
So
Yeah, I just.
you sneak up very stealthily to the car. And what would you like to do to it?
I'm just gonna open it up, and I want to change some of the wiring so that forward and reverse work opposite.
And you want to do this in the dead of night with no light source.
I have dark
Also-
vision.
Does she know how that works? Has she ever hotwired a cruiser before?
Weird, Carpe Diem. I've seen its internals.
I mean, I've seen a car's interior as well. I don't know jack shit about how to hotwire a car, though.
To see this happening.
I mean, hot wiring a car from the 80s and 90s is easy.
I'm going to say for you, Zarya, is it possible for you to beat a 27?
I could get a nat 20.
Yeah, but critical successes do not mean critical passes.
No.
Anything besides.
I'm done.
Okay, so yeah, you don't see anything. Like the penguins from Madagascar. You don't see anything.
1 minute you were talking to Ceres, the next she's just gone.
I'm
So-
too focused on the horizon.
I'm going to ask you to give me a vehicle proficiency check at disadvantage.
Can I use my Tinker Tools proficiency?
I will allow it.
Does it have
Still
to be
at disadvantage. Yes.
Okay. Can I give myself guidance?
You can, but
Okay.
Does
understand
guidance
that
have a vocal component to it?
it
It
does have
does.
a verbal, and
I rolled a 27 stealth.
I'm just saying that because
Verbal is
it's
still overt.
it doesn't mean that it's not going unheard. So those individuals who are taking a meditative state right now would be able to hear you.
Fine.
Not that I'm saying that you're saying it's super loud, like you're not screaming Expelliarmus, but
No, think of it like Baldur's Gate. They actually shout those words.
so yes,
It's
you can
fine.
give yourself guidance.
I'm not gonna risk it. Holy shit.
Still really good.
You don't know what you were doing. You were kind of like moving things around, but instead of making it go forward and reverse, you ended up making the gas pedal the horn, and by reversing in that way. So every time he uses the gas pedal, he's also hitting the horn.
Yep. I mean, Claire still thinks she did what she did, but she's content.
You don't know what you did until he goes and you find out what you did. But you know you did something.
Also, I want to leave a little piece of paper where I made my change with a little smiley face with like pointed elf ears, just next to the part that I adjusted in Carpe Diem. I'm just gonna leave it in there, waiting to be found.
Alrighty. Is there anything else you'd like to do for this second watch?
Just gonna go back and reappear next to Zarya, like, oh hey, wonderful night out, up at the stars anyway.
I at least noticed she was gone, right?
You noticed she was gone. Yeah.
You were fucking around.
If I were, you would know.
Mm-hmm. I will rat you out the second I need to.
I know. You have an oddly strange code of ethics for someone who claims to be a mercenary.
I'm not a mercenary, I'm a bounty hunter.
Yes,
There's a
you do work
difference.
for money.
No, mercenaries kill for money. Bounty hunters hunt people down for money.
Point of order. Mercenaries fight for money.
Oh
Assassins
yeah, the
kill for money.
assassins are kill.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't fight. Sometimes I need to fight. And I do fight, but it
Have
wasn't
you noticed
what
how
I
you
was
crave
specifically
the
paid
fights,
for.
though? You seem to seek the fights. You lean towards violence as the solution.
Yeah.
One could
But
argue you
I'm
found
not
a job.
specifically paid to fight.
One could argue you found a job that allows you to fight for money under the pretense of another purpose.
I don't like fighting for people.
But you like fighting for money.
It's complicated. I'm good at hunting people down.
We shall see.
I found Mei Li.
It's well. Keep up the good work.
Is there anything
Yeah,
else you guys
well.
would like to talk about before we switch to the last watch?
Nope, that's it. Just gonna. If Ceres can pull it off, she will hang out, like just spend the entire watch sitting next to Zarya.
She'll be fine.
Okay. With that, you would be able to wake Levin or make Levin arise from his state.
Uncover his face.
Yeah, I'll just walk up to Levin. Levin, danger.
Given the tone used, but not the word used, he's just gonna pull the blanket away from his head. I appreciate you not yelling.
I mean, you're not the most fun person to prank. Gilfried's better fodder.
Considering none of you have tried to prank me, that's an unanswered question, but okay.
I'm gonna leave it to Fennec to poke that bear.
I'm assuming it's my turn.
It is.
Alright. Was there anyone else assigned?
Maybe Gilfried? I wasn't paying attention.
He's gonna kind of look over to the rest of the camp. He's on the car, isn't he?
Yes.
I'm not bothering.
Yeah.
Alright. Besides the, creatures, was there anything else?
I don't know if you picked up on the amazing bright light half a mile off that woke up some people.
Yeah, that's why I'm so cheerful.
You hold it there.
Well, I'm gonna get to it. Is there anything else that you need?
Quick glances at Zarya. Nothing that I can get from you.
Alright. And Levin's gonna go do his patrol for watch.
Alright. Levin, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Alright. He's specifically just doing a walk around, keeping within range of sight of the river. The opposite end of the river.
Alrighty, so you're looking more into focusing on like what's going on in the Mournland.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep a distance of about maybe 30 feet away from our side of the river. And with 90 feet of dark vision, I'd be able to see a good portion of the other side.
Alrighty. As the hours kind of pass by, you notice that things begin to quiet down. There is no more explosions or anything like that. It in a normal situation, it would be enough to allow you to multitask. But the fact that you are so close to the Mournland, I'm assuming nobody's dropping their guard. Towards the start of the next morning, as the sun is rising overhead, one of the things that you see in the distance on the current side that you're on, so looking more towards the western end of the map, you would see, similar to the image that you saw last time, of a large dinosaur with a spine, elongated spine, walking off in the distance.
Do I notice if it's moving parallel to us, away from us, or toward us?
Parallel to you.
Alright, it doesn't seem to be interested in us. No need to raise alarm, but it's around the time to get everyone up anyway. And at the conclusion of Levin's watch, if nothing happens, he'll go to rouse the group.
Alrighty. At about 7 o'clock, the elf is going to stir, and he's going to stretch. Oh, alright, we're off in about 20 minutes, so get up, stretch the bones, let's go! He's going to start whistling as he maintains his ship. Or his vessel, I should say.
That was one of the worst sleeps I've had in a long time.
Is it sleep for you, Fennec, or is it just simply a coma?
It was one of the worst I've had in a long time.
That's fair, I guess. Alright, let's see what pranks everyone's been up to. And he's gonna go to each other member of the group and rouse them up.
Right, as you all start to be woken up, it is the start of a new day. How are each of you waking up to Levin's attempt?
Surf's just like in like a little like seated trance. So her eyes will just open. It's like, another glorious day.
Stone's throw from the Mournland? Sure.
I need to go use the little Gobbo's room.
Don't fall in.
I think we'll go, like, find a bush somewhere, like that way.
You'd be able to find a tree. And assumingly, once you get to that tree, you would be able to relieve yourself in that way.
Right.
What would the rest of you like to do?
One's gonna wake up Zarya from a 10-foot distance.
So Zarya, you're going to feel like a pole kind of like prodding at you.
What? What?
It's time to get up.
Okay, why are you poking at me? Just
Because you
wake me
tend to
up
lash
now.
out at the people that get close when they do it.
Okay, to be fair, that is only when you are immediately in my fucking space.
Thus the reason I'm standing away.
It's like if your face is next to my face. Like she does.
Were I to grab your shoulder and shake you awake, that would qualify.
No, it... Never mind.
Zarya,
She just doesn't like it when I wake her up, is what she's saying.
You
a handful
stand...
of days ago, you punched the tree into splinters. I don't start my day like that. You are very strong, and you are very punchy.
For nothing, but I know a few dwarves that would pay for that. Jeffrey stretches as he's waking up from the car.
Dwarves are weird.
You know, at this point, I figured something would fall off when you did that.
Are you referring to me or her?
Knocked off would be her. Fall off would be you.
I don't know whether or not I should be offended or accurately assessed. Alright, I'm gonna put the car back in the boat. Siegfried's going to...
As you start the ignition of this vehicle, and you go to rev it up that first time, you hear... And initially you're just like, what? Did I hit the wrong... So as you go for that second time, you hear that,
That's not right. Siegfried's going to, legitimately confused, he's going to hop back up.
Oh,
Ceres,
that's what you were doing.
how composed would you be right now?
Ceres has retreated to the ship so she could laugh her ass off.
I think it was Ceres.
So, Gearfried, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Alrighty. Let me... Investigation. Normal.
Did say she would ride her out.
Hell yeah!
As you open it
Just a
up,
second.
you see almost immediately, you're able to see like a paper that's almost taped onto a wire. And you see just a drawing of an elf.
Little smiley face with pointed ears.
Excuse me, little
Knife-eared
face.
smiley.
Yes.
Siegfried is going to look at it. Then he's going to... He's actually going to be a little bit upset. Not because of that he was pranked, but because the prank very well could have gone awry if... Because he is under the impression that Ceres has no idea what she was doing. Like she just wanted to mess with the car. So he is going to be very frustrated by this, because this is our mode of transportation.
Yeah, I knew she was doing something, but I didn't know what.
Pranks on me are one thing, but this is the only way we have to get from one place to another, so it's one thing to be cheeky, it's another thing to be deeply irresponsible. And Siegfried's just going to go about very... He's going to be very short with his responses to Zarya, but he's going to just, like... He's not mad at Zarya, but he's just going to be, like, start, like, going about rewiring the car so it's, the car, or the cruiser, so it's back to normal.
Seemed like she knew what she was doing. Made the honk noise. You got to know what you're doing to be able to do that.
Any idiot
She's-
can move some wires around. Whether or not she knew what it would do is another thing. She could have overpowered one aspect of the vehicle, causing an irreparable explosion that would have rendered this thing completely unusable.
Hey,
I'm
not
ref-
true. Any idiot cannot move a wire around and make a thing happen. I can just rip wires out and break it. I don't know how the fuck she did the thing. So, just saying.
All right, it takes a. Let me
It's
rephrase.
still
It takes a
stupid.
special kind of idiot to want to do this. Is something that we all need to use to get from one place to another.
So,
Siegfried will continue going about rewiring the car, and when it's done, he will put it back in the boat and.
Ceres is a little sad that she missed Zarya defending her.
Right?
Well, Ceres would be sad if she knew it happened.
yeah. That's why she defended her.
Siegfried is
Not
going
around.
to. Siegfried is also going to start putting up he's going to prepare. Which spell is it? The one that alarm. He's going to start adding alarm to his dailies.
Oh boy. Oh, now that it's sun out, can we see if there's any sign of what the fireball was?
Are you going to venture into the moorland?
Fuck no, I just want to see if I can see it from here.
Then no. So as
Okay.
that's happening, and as like Fennec is or Gearfried is looking through the vehicle, you are all going to hear a regurgitating sound coming from the tree.
Oh, god damn it.
Just before,
That's
moments later, Fennec is going to appear to be fine.
What?
Alright,
Huh?
that let's go in the bathroom. The stuff with the hag, the spell that made her go really did me in.
Are you sure you're not pregnant?
I'm not even gonna entertain that question.
Is it?
And yet here you are answering.
No, I'm not pregnant.
Would Gearfried have an inkling as to what's going on because he identified what that thing was?
I would say you might have some suspicions.
Huh.
Though you know it needed attunement, you have no idea how it was supposed to be attuned. So you have an idea, but you don't know necessarily what might have been causing the reaction within him.
Gearfried is going to give Fennec the hairy eyeball and say, I didn't realize that disintegrate affected one's further movements.
It just drained me, like just kind of a sickness all of a sudden.
Alright, as long as you don't get the rest of us sick.
I've been feeling weird since, ever since we've been getting closer to the Mournland, and, it's just kind of, I think it's a lot of things just kind of piling up over years, and being this close to us just kind of nerves, anxiousness, just all bundled together in one big pile of joy.
Go ahead and give me either a deception or a persuasion check, depending
To
on
you
your
or
to me.
and what,
Private
No.
roll.
Can we do a general vibe check?
You can insight him, absolutely.
you said what was the
Okay.
roll?
What was the question?
What rolls?
Give me a deception or persuasion based off of your intent.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna join in on that insight.
Don't.
Just
Good,
for
because
vibe.
I got a 10.
No, just for vibe. I'm not doing this as a truth reader.
Anthony, don't say anything because I can do something.
Okay.
Ceres isn't there at the moment, so.
So, hold on, let's go.
Short version, if this is something negative on Fennec, Levin's just gonna sigh and shake his head. That's it.
Alright, so you see the rolls. You see that one of them is 26. What would you like to attempt to do?
He's using magical guidance. I'm gonna reroll.
Is that one of your sorcerer abilities?
Yep.
Okay.
But I have to take this one.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, yeah, so I have to take that.
So, Levin, you're just doing the vibe check. So you are basically observing that he seems very uncomfortable the way that somebody might be depending on their level of honesty.
And as said, he'll shake his head and sigh.
Fennec will let out a burp.
With that,
We haven't had breakfast yet.
what would you guys like to do?
We only had 20 minutes before the ship's ready, so Levin's already on, and he's just waiting.
Yep. Terrace is already on the
Everything
boat,
would be,
ready to go.
So, Saris, as they get onto the boat, what is your general demeanor?
She's composed herself now. I mean, given that she knows she left a little thing that pointed. She's like, she knows that Earfried would know it's her. She left a calling card, so doesn't necessarily have to hide it. But she's not like wearing a shit-eating grin or anything.
Gotcha. And you would have had Maylee sitting next to you, so if you wanted to talk to anybody, you'd be able to vent or be able to confess to Maylee before all of that happens. So you would be able to share your joy with her.
Okay.
And with that, as you all start boarding the ship, it's about here we're going to call it for the night. Unless there's anything anybody would specifically like to do before we call it for a close.
No, I think that's gonna do it.
Nope, I'm good.
Alrighty. For now, have a wonderful weekend. Until next time, we'll see you then. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Night night.
Everyone.
Bye bye.